looking at Fan TV, 1-1 draw. Yeah, a lot of people coming in would have kind of expected a W, right? And some would say it's 2 points dropped. What do you think?
I certainly agree with that. Yeah, I mean, it feels like a loss, right? Let's be very honest. This is not a good team. I understand they have dangerous players, but they've been listless all season, and under the new coach, haven't been much better. Yeah. So and yeah, here we are dropping points. I mean, like, yeah, we created some chances, and worked to keep it a couple of times, but I don't know. I mean, like, I just feel like the beginning of the match was the wasted period, if you want to call it that. Like, we were listless. We didn't create much at first. I don't know. I guess the first half really was not very inspiring. And so, after that, it's like, all right, you leave yourself 45 minutes to get the job done. And yeah, we go up 1-0, but we don't get that second goal. And it's always a sinking feeling, just kind of a nagging feeling. Like, when you don't get that second goal, and the other team, and this is the thing too, it's like we play a possession game, so teams look to hit us on the counter. And that's what Montreal did. I mean, whenever they look dangerous, it was on the counter, and yes, they don't end the game with a whole lot of shots, but they got the crucial goal. So, yeah.
So in terms of setup, there was definitely a different look. Frank de Boer played Parky in that sweeper role in the back three. Miles on that right center back position. Yeah, a different look for sure. Larry comes back in at the holding midfielder position. Was it the right move? Like, were we a little too defensive, or did we, need more going forward? What was the culprit for the drop points today?
Ooh, I don't think it was Parker's coming in necessarily. I thought that, yeah, Parker's was decent. I thought Miles asserted himself well as right center back. I don't know. I mean, we just didn't create enough.
There's some clear-cut chances too, though, as well, right? That maybe arguably, on another day with another striker, maybe could have put away.
Yeah, because Vasquez has that one at the end of the half, right? And then even with that, it's like, should Hyman have taken that instead of leaving it? I don't know. Should PD have chipped it or maybe laid it off to Barco? Should Barco have made a different run? You could go through all these different moments. Yeah, I mean, look, we're missing Josef, and at the end of the day, it's like I said before, I need to see us play well and get a result without Josef for me to believe that we can actually carry on this season without him. And
because without Josef, are we average? Are we a team that maybe doesn't have enough of the goods to really make a run deep in the playoffs?
What Josef brings outside of his goals is the emotional leadership, right? And he holds everybody to the same standards that he holds himself, honestly. But, it's just, yeah, he literally gets angry when he doesn't score and when the team is not playing up to snuff, or when he feels like the coaching staff could do something different. I mean, he's just that type of leader, and without that intensity, I think that's what we're missing. It's just, I don't know, these games, again, going back to today, especially in the first half of the game, was just kind of dead. It's just kind of crawling by. Yeah, we eventually get the goal, but I don't know. I mean, I think the key to our game, you could have said this last season too, the key to our game is intensity. Putting teams under pressure, winning the midfield battle, making teams defend, making those runs. It's not there right now. It's not there. And so, on current form, it doesn't really look like a team that's going to defend its title. But I think that in itself, form is, it's tricky, you know what I mean? Because they could turn that around with a match. They have a 2-week break between next week and the start of the playoffs. So, does the board come up with something? I don't know, but that's kind of where I'm at. It's, yeah, at the end of the day, it's about the players, and they've got to put in the performances. But what does the board do now? I think it's he's obviously recognizing the faults in the team and how they're playing. What does the board do? How do we turn this around? Because I don't care. We're going to finish at least third, and to be honest, we have the players to beat Philadelphia, NYC, even LAFC. We only lost 4-3, so it's not to say that it's an excuse or I expect us to lose in the playoffs. I don't expect this team to ever lose. So it's a matter. What are we going to do? How is this team going to defend its title? Because I think that's the expectation. If we fall short of that, it's a disappointment.
So, in terms of moving forward, in terms of for New England Revolution, what do you want to see from the boys in terms of, maybe effort, in terms of, different types of something different than what we saw today?
Um, I'd I'd like to see Barco back in there. I think we have been missing him. The way he runs at defenders and his creativity on the ball. Um, Aside from that, maybe a different shape. That's a tough ask right now. But I don't know. Try the 4-2-3-1. Try the 4-3-3. See if anything comes of that. Um, yeah.
Because yeah, I mean maybe if we do try an experiment, is it the right time as well? It's the last game of the season. If it is a must-win, which I mean, there are some results that are still pending in one regard. If it is ultimately, yeah, third is what it's gonna be, then maybe experiment. But if it's maybe a grab for second, do you experiment, right?
Right. Yeah. Exactly. But I mean, that's the thing, though. It's like if you, all right, it's almost like what's the best route to a win? You know what I mean? Like, is it doing the same thing we've done these last few weeks? I'm not sure that it is. You know what I mean? Because like it hasn't been. September's not been a brilliant month for us, and so I guess that's where it's difficult. Yeah. Look, I'm not the coach.
I asked you 12 questions, and yeah, I apologize. But
No. Yeah, I appreciate being put on the spot, but it's that's where the boy's got to make his money, man. I mean, he has the talent at his disposal, and I'm curious to see what he comes up with.